Michelle here, also known as Fancy Dinosaur Tea Party, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video is another sewing DIY project. I really hope this goes well, okay? I really hope it does. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of thrifting, and when I mean a lot of thrifting, I mean a lot of thrifting. I also do crafting projects and sewing projects, so if that is something that you are interested, hit the subscribe button. In today's video, I have been inspired by the weather. If you are from Niagara, then you might know that the weather is getting colder, it is getting rainier, and it is getting gloomier, which I mean, I'm fine with. I love it. I love coat season. Coat season is coming, and I am excited to start wearing my jackets again. Speaking of jackets, this is the jacket that I currently wear outside. It is Eddie Bauer. Amazing. It has the red flannel on the inside. It even has like extra pockets, which I mean, women's coats do not have the extra pockets, but it is the yellow raincoat. And what is great is when you thrift jackets, sometimes you do not get the hood on it. This actually has the hood on it, and I absolutely love it. This is my go-to jacket, especially when it's raining. It's perfect. But you know what this jacket reminds me of? Coraline. And every time I wear it, I feel, you know, I feel those Coraline vibes, and this is where I'm going with my video. What is more Coraline than her iconic blue starred sweater? That's right, I'm going to be recreating that. Hopefully it goes well. I randomly went into a thrift store the other day. Again, yes, I know. And I actually did find this sweater. How perfect is this sweater? It is the right size, everything. It's blue, it's knitted, it has a turtleneck. It is freaking sparkly, okay? I absolutely love it. And part of me is like, okay, cool, you know, this is kind of Coraline, it's cool, I can wear it. And then I'm like, hey, wait a minute, why not add things to it so it takes me that much longer to actually wear it? And that is what I'm going to be doing. I am actually going to recreate the whole sweater, and I am going to put stars on it, and this is going to be a fun project. I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to use to make it, so if you want to make it at home, you'll know how to do it. First, you want to get yourself the blue sweater. You're gonna need the blue sweater. Then you're gonna need some type of shiny silver material. I use this. I got it at Fabricland. It does have a little bit of stretch to it, but don't worry, we're gonna make this work. So the next thing you're gonna need is this heat and bond. I opened it up because I want to see how thick it is. So there's directions on the back, so if I don't give you enough information about it and you want to do this, the back will tell you everything you need to know. So basically all you have to do is just kind of iron it onto whatever material, and then you iron it onto whatever fabric, and then you stitch it up. There are a few different ones, so please make sure you read which one it is. This one here I actually got at Michael's, and I think it was only $5, so that was great. But this one here does say sewable, so make sure you read that, because the other one was more for leather and patches and stuff like that, but it didn't say sewable, so I don't know if you can sew with that. I didn't want to get it, even though it was a little bit more durable, but if I couldn't sew with it, there's no point in me having it, so you're gonna want this. The last item, you can go without, or you can buy it. I ended up buying some silver thread, right, to go with the silver. I bet you could just use white or gray as well if you don't want to spend the money on silver, because the metallic thread is a little more pricier. I'm a sewer, so eventually I'm gonna need silver, so it is an investment. Yeah, I think that's all really I can talk about right now, so let's just get into actually making the sweater.
You're going to need a star template, scissors, the heat and bond, and your fabric of choice. First, you're going to cut out all the stars. I decided to do 3 different star shapes. I opted out of the smallest one because I think it's a little too small for my sweater, as well a little bit too difficult to sew. Then you're going to cut out your heat and bond to the size of your fabric. Then you're going to lay out your fabric. Place your heat and bond material over the fabric and iron it on. You don't want to have your iron on the highest setting, and you don't want to press for too long. Again, if you decide to do this, all the directions will be on the package. Then you're going to trace out all your stars. After they're all traced, you're gonna cut them out. Now that all your stars are cut out, you can move on to the sweater. First, I'm going to put the stars on the sweater to see what layout I like best. Once I like the layout, I'm going to start peeling off the back of the heat and bond and iron them onto the sweater. I have the iron on medium heat and I'm pressing very lightly on the fabric. Now I'm taking the sweater to the sewing machine where I'm going to individually sew every single star onto this sweater. With the iron on heat bond, it did stick really well, but I want the durability of this sweater to last, so I have to stitch every single star, and let me tell you, it was a doozy. It probably took me 2 hours to complete. When I decided to do the arm, I did take off that little attachment on my sewing machine so it could slide easier onto the plate. This is very, very tricky. Keep that in mind if this is a project that you want to do. And this is really the final step. After this, your sweater should be good to go.
All right, and the sweater is done. Yeah, that took me a really, really long time to do. I knew it was going to be a challenging project because sewing something with arms on a sewing machine is very difficult and tricky to do, but I definitely think it's worth it. Here's the final outcome. Not bad. When I was doing it, I'm like, I'll just do the front, it'll be fine, and I'm like, oh, but then I tried it on after I finished the front, and I'm like, the arms should get done. So then I did the arms, and then you know what? I was like, hey, well, I've done the front, I've done the arms, why not do the back as well? Yeah, all of it has stars, and I think it turned out really well. There's a few loose threads that I just have to cut. Where it did give me troubles on my sewing machine is that my sewing machine foot, so if you know a sewing machine, you know the foot that you up and down, right? It holds the fabric down. Well, mine likes to come loose, and when it comes loose, it's obviously not going to create the pressure on the fabric, and then that's where I got some problems on the back because the thread was just all getting tangled up. So some of the stars look better than others. I think this sweater turned out just like freaking beautiful, and I'm gonna wear this like all the time. And that's my video. I hope you liked it. As you can tell, it took a lot out of me. That was probably one of the bigger sewing projects that I've done. Like, I love sewing, but I don't really tackle like big projects. Like, I make scrunchies and masks, so when I have to do something like that, it definitely puts me to the test to see if I can do it. It worked out great, so if this is something you're also interested in doing, you know how to do it now. If you like my video, hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, why not hit the subscribe button? You can also follow me on my Instagram, which is Fancy Dinosaur Tea Party. There I'm posting, thrifting, crafting, sewing projects now, so yeah, head on over there if you're interested in that, and I think that's it, so y'all have a good one.